Hey there everyone and welcome to today's video. It's RetroKaizer here, and today this video is going to be really helpful for everyone who plays Midnight Racing Tokyo, because today I'm going to be clearing out a few things and giving my honest opinions on two very OP and very desirable vehicles in MRT. You often might face this question that, okay, I have the money, I want to buy one of these, but which one am I going to buy? Because I don't know what has what. I don't know how this drives. I don't know how that drives. So, you know, these kind of questions pop up, and eventually you end up stuck. And you either end up buying something and you're not satisfied with it, then you think that, oh man, if someone had told me what the heck this would feel like, I wouldn't have bought this, I would have bought the other thing. So that's what this video aims to do today, to help you guys make a decision among these two very OP cars, which are the Lamborghini Countach and the Ferrari Testarossa. Now these two cars are very OP in Midnight Racing Tokyo. These two cars are actually, you know, the cars that can reach pretty high speeds pretty fast and are quite good to drive. They are both an experience in themselves. Literally, I'm not joking. I have both, and I've driven them both a lot, and well, I can say that you need quite the experience to drive both of these. So, you know, I'll be sharing my opinions and how they feel. So yeah, hopefully you guys can come to a conclusion about what you want, and I'll also be saying which type of people these cars are for. So let's go into it. First thing first is you start up the car and immediately you'll realize how loud this thing is. I mean, my ears are bleeding at this point, and to be honest, it's quite challenging to control a camera and drive the car at the same time. So please do mind if my driving gets a little bit harsh, but yes. So as you see here, once you start driving the car, it feels quite, what should I say? Loosey-goosey, to be honest. Loosey-goosey in the sense, I don't know about anyone else, but I feel this somewhat lack of traction when I drive the car. Like, I'm driving at low speeds, it's okay, but as soon as I cross, let's say around 120 kilometers per hour, that's where I feel that maybe the wheels want to spin a bit too much from behind. So you're kind of left with a car which is gonna try and spin on you, because this is a spinny boy. I'm doing, you know, low speeds right now, it's okay, but when I hit the gas, you'll feel that this car would like to spin a bit more rather than stick to the ground. And as you can see right here, I'm doing this, it's okay. I turned early, it's okay, but if you try and attempt to turn, you know, a bit late and not early, will go straight into the wall. Simple as that. Because this car requires you to turn a bit early, because once you hit the high speeds, this car really isn't gonna listen to you. It starts being disobedient with you, to be honest. It is very fast. Do not get me wrong, it is very, very fast. See if you can drive it nicely. If you have great experience, this can become an absolute weapon. Now, I'm confident this car can reach 290 easy, so, you know, we have this open bridge, we're going straight in, full accelerator, and as you can see, we're in 5th gear. This car is pulling hard. 270 was nothing for the Testarossa. So, then again, there's this problem, low traction. So, you know, this situation might happen. Let me just get out of the car real quick. So this situation might happen. You saw how I drove the car. This situation that I'm talking about is that you may spin while driving this car. I mean, if you're seriously attacking, you can spin with this car, because despite everything, it's a great car, but the handling department and brakes are where it falls a bit short. So to show you guys what I mean, I decided to slam in a nice lap. Okay, so here we are. The Testa is ready and we're going on to the starting line. To be honest, I am going to be doing a serious lap, but I am also going to try and demonstrate the shortcomings of this car. There are cons with this vehicle. I'm not going to say that it's perfect. No vehicle is perfect. So here we go, and we're going to start the count real quick over here. And yeah, I'm nervous a bit. Here we go. So as you can see, full throttle, it takes a bit. The low end is pretty, flat. There's not much, but this car relies a lot on the top end. As you can see, the handling gets a bit jittery when you reach high speeds, and see what I meant, I nearly slided. So this car will always try to, backstab you if you don't be too careful with it. So these sections, it's keeping good grip, no problem. 189, 190, speeds are okay, but fishtailing may happen when you try and control the car from wheel spinning, spinning out. Okay, here we go into this turn. 175, as you can see, the car wanted to go sideways over there. This car is, if one thing's clear, this car really loves to go sideways, and I'm trying not to make it go sideways. This section was good, I'm satisfied with that, but the speed, you have to keep an eye on the speed. You want to be fast, you want to be good, so you have to control the car nicely. I'm going to suggest don't long press, tap it if you use keyboard. And as you can see, we're going quite fast, 196, 200, and the car's handling, like I said before, it's not that great. I'm used to driving an Esprit, and I'm judging off of that car handles very differently. Over here, the Testa feels like it just wants to let go of the road. It doesn't want to stay stuck to the ground. That was an easy section, and I'm seeing right here, if you turn early, only then can you get a lot of success in these turns. If you turn late, or if you try and turn while you're in the turn, you're gonna end up slamming into the wall, that's for sure. Okay, really long section here. Let's see how well we can do. Come on, Testa, push. This car has lots of potential to reach high speed. This car can easily, as you can see, reach 291, 292, 294, 295. 295, that's a lot of speed. And as you can see right here, you can slam into the wall. At high speeds, this car doesn't like to turn at all. At high speeds, this just loses all of its turning capabilities. So, going through this tunnel, it's still the same. Once you cross the 220 mark, it becomes a bit challenging to handle the car. I mean, if you're experienced, okay, right there, that is what I was talking about. That is exactly what I was talking about. That kind of wheel spin may occur. Now, I did not try and, do that on purpose. I was simply trying to keep the car in a straight line, and it, spun on me. The Testarossa will do lots of that to you. It's kind of like the NSX, except the Ferrari version of it, the Italian NSX, if you may. Because this car, as you can see right there, loves to just spin at high speeds, because once again, the traction, there's no traction control. It's just simple, it's bare, it's raw, and it challenges you to push it, because once you start pushing it, if you're not experienced, driving this car, or if you never driven it in your life, you will be scared, my friend. I mean, I have this car for a long time. I'm still scared right now when I'm driving it. Okay, we're almost done with, and here we are across the line. Let's see real quick what kind of time we pulled in. So the way I pushed the car, you saw all the possibilities that could happen when you're lapping, or time attacking, or racing the Testarossa. It feels quite loose, and my final verdict will be, something. It might trigger people, but let's first see what kind of time I made. So I'm not on the leaderboard, which means I'm not that fast. Let's see. K-Cheerio, where is K-Cheerio? There he is, 327. Nothing to be too proud about, especially on Classic Tokyo. So that's what I managed with the Testarossa. Now let's go and see what we can do with the Countach. Okay, so starting up the Lamborghini Countach, right off the bat you'll realize this is also very loud, exactly like the Testarossa, but it doesn't really hurt your ears. And right off the bat you'll realize that this feels a lot more smoother, a lot more composed. I mean, this turn, it took it easily. There's no wheel spin, there's no, brash movement. I mean, honestly, driving this car right now, I'm absolutely chill. I'm not feeling any, need for speed. Giving it a few revs nicely, just taking it relax. And the car is actually reacting very nicely to what I'm, trying to do here, because it's cruising nicely. It's not feeling kind of, out of control as the Ferrari was feeling, and for some reason the car feels very, very under control. I mean, the car is definitely a lot more grippy than that of the Ferrari, because the Countach is really taking every turn, every input that I'm putting in, it's taking that nicely, it's turning nicely, and there's no, sudden movements by the car. Okay, let me give it some gas here. And as you can see, I'm pushing the accelerator hard, and there's no uncertainty with the car. As you can see right here, although the speed that I'm taking is a bit low, the car really stuck to the ground. I mean, I'm pushing it a bit hard, but the car does not feel like it's, it's trying to disobey. It actually feels like it's trying to obey my commands. It's actually behaving for once. And this corner right here, this turn, you can easily cross it. Late turning, early turning, it's doing everything nicely. And there is no, uncertain feeling from this car. It feels composed, it feels normal, it feels controllable, unlike the Ferrari that we were driving previously. So the Countach feels quite controllable. It feels a lot more friendly, it's a lot more beginner friendly, and it feels like it will, stick to the road no matter what. It does not feel uncertain, and it does not feel like it's gonna backstab you. So without further ado, to test how good it is, I'm gonna do a time attack in the Lamborghini Countach. So here we go, the Countach is lined up, I'm ready to race. Let's see what we can do. Off the line, acceleration, full throttle, it's going good, no uncertainty whatsoever, it's sticking to the ground, it feels a lot more stable. Yep, I'm feeling a lot more in control with the car, the sections are feeling good. You can turn quite late in this car as well, because it sticks to the ground. You don't really have to do a lot of early turning when compared to the Ferrari. Yeah, it's feeling a lot more composed. The acceleration is good, but as you can see right here, the sections are being very easily tackled by the car. And to be honest, the acceleration is a bit, less than that of the Ferrari, because the Ferrari was accelerating way more fast, and that's why it was feeling a whole lot more uncertain. But as you can see, the Countach is feeling a lot more composed because its acceleration is very linear. It has power throughout the rev band all the way till like 7,500 RPM. It feels good, it doesn't feel bad at all. Now let's see what kind of speed we can get over here on the Rainbow Bridge, going in hard, 4th gear. So shift to 5th, 240, 250, 60. Okay, we had the brake in 60, we're going through this section here. As you can see, we pulled in a lot more speed through this section, especially in the turns, because the Countach is a lot more, grippy than that of the Ferrari, because the Ferrari was only, being fast on the straights as compared to the Countach, because the Countach is being fast on the corners as well. So let's see how fast we can go here. Hopefully we'll be able to hit 280, because acceleration is not that great as compared to the Ferrari, as I said before. 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. We managed 270 on that straight, where the Ferrari managed around 295. So the Ferrari is definitely faster on the straights, but in the corners, the Countach is a whole lot more controllable. As you can see over here, no issues at all. No spinning, no nothing, no uncertainty, no wheel spins, nothing. You can really push this car, and you can really control it, because as you can see, pushing this car is a whole lot more easier than that of the Ferrari, because this car will stay in control while you're pushing it. I mean, this seems way more friendly as compared to the Ferrari. Almost near the end, and we're still going in fast. I believe we'll be able to score in a very good time. Don't know yet. Let's see what we do. And there we go. That corner was easy. This feels a whole lot more better with this car. Right after driving the Ferrari, the Countach definitely feels a whole lot more better. Okay. Final turn. And here we are across the finish line. Alright, that felt good. Let's see how we did on the leaderboard. Alright, so let's see what kind of time we managed here. Oh boy, 310. Wow, that's not bad, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. So, you know, it's about time I give my final verdict. And my final verdict would be, well, the Countach is a very composed supercar. Okay, it's very composed. It's one of the fastest tier 3 cars you can get, and it comes at a hefty price though. 15 million. You can get the Countach for 15 million yen, whereas you can get the Ferrari for 10 million yen. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that don't buy the Countach. You can buy the Countach, but you can get something a lot more faster at 10 million yen. So this kind of, you know, brings up a heavy confusion that which one should I buy. So I'm gonna make it simple for you all. If you are looking for a car which you want to get good times on without, you know, spending too much time practicing and just, you know, just start immediately just getting better times, you know, get like starting off at 310s to 306 to 305, then I would 100% suggest get the Countach, because the Countach is gonna be absolutely friendly to you. It's gonna be absolutely under control, and it's gonna be fast because you would already have prior experience driving other cars. Now there is also these type of people who are, you know, who want a supercar but they want to build a base first. I would say get the Lamborghini first, build a base over there, then you can, you know, start with building up a base for the Ferrari, because the Ferrari is very fast, very fast. I mean, you can another good alternative for a base builder is the NSX, but that is very hard to drive as well. It's a lot like the Ferrari. So I would say, you know, the Lamborghini is for those people. Coming over to the Ferrari, if you're looking for something very, very, very fast, like brash fast, you want something which sticks to the top end, you want something which is, you know, immediately explosive off the line in your face, and, you know, is just really scarily fast, I would say go for the Ferrari, because the Ferrari is gonna take a while to get used to new drivers, you know, experienced people who haven't really driven the Ferrari before. It's gonna take a while for you to get used to it, but it also comes with a pro. The pro is that you will be able to get very good times once you're, you know, used to the Ferrari. So the Ferrari is gonna be cheaper on the pocket, but it's gonna take a lot more time for you to get used to. Whereas the Lamborghini is going to be hefty on the pocket, it's going to cost a lot more, but it's going to be, you know, easy for you right off the bat. So, you know, if you're a beginner, I would suggest, you know, drive other, you know, rear-wheel drive cars like the FD, the BMWs, you know, drive them, and, you know, just to prepare for, you know, buying a Ferrari if you want to buy it. However, if you want to buy the Countach, you can just go ahead and buy it. However, don't get me wrong, it is not that easy to drive as easy it would be to drive, you know, a Skyline. But it will take time for both. It will take time to become better in both. So, you know, I would choose the Countach, because the Countach feels a lot at home. It feels a lot more secure, and it feels a lot more stable in the corners. And I would suggest the Ferrari to people who are either looking for a, you know, experienced people who are looking for a fast upgrade and want to, you know, really hone their skills in and are looking for a challenge. So yeah, that's it for this video, everyone. I hope I cleared your doubts, and I hope this is settled. So, you know, you can buy any one of what you want, and this information is right here. So I hope this came in handy to you. Until next time, this is RetroKaizer signing off, and I'll see you in the next video. If you liked what you saw, then please do consider subscribing and liking the video. I'll see you next time.